This is Memorial Auditorium. This is the state it's in. Obviously the windows are broken and known to be broken because they're boarded up from the inside. And it turns out the city's left the broken glass, which is spread throughout the parking lot. I've been picking up the larger shards this morning. You can see the graffiti everywhere. Be cool if it was an art wall, but it's not yet. There's a bunch of great preservation drones and people, volunteers here, working hard. You can hear the glass being raked up over there. Don't mean to say anything that's interpreted as emotional, but I do want to be on record saying the neglect of this building demonstrates negligence and lack of responsibility that anybody in city leadership should consider the moral imperative to address immediately. Very aware of the RFQ that CEDO has put out, asking for community ideas, proposals for the repair and use of the auditorium. The RFQ didn't originally include much reference to the public's vision for Memorial Auditorium, gathered up in a very robust public process in 2018. The mayor hasn't committed publicly to any of those priorities for programming or restoration, and seems to be fishing for ideas that haven't originated in the administration for the last 10 years or so. I realize that this is a critical assessment, but please consider it a professional one and a reasonable one from a voter and a stakeholder in the arts locally who's witnessing here the collapse, essentially, of the city-owned Performing Arts Center. This is our infrastructure for the performing arts. Our city has, in the last year, put forward two major initiatives in support of local arts. One was the Percent for Public Arts, which will take 1% from every city capital project and invest it in collecting public art and paying to manage it. The language of the Percent for Public Art ordinance does not reference performing arts infrastructure, repairs to it, construction of new infrastructure, etc. It's very specific to building pieces of public art into a larger public collection that's then managed by BCA. And more recently, the RFQ has gone out asking for art ideas for Main Street as part of the Great Streets Initiative. The Great Streets Initiative has budgeted somehow $500,000 for pieces of art to go up and down Main Street with the new landscape construction, the new urban design that will occur there. The first word used in describing the art they're looking for in that RFQ was the word beautiful. It wasn't innovative, creative, challenging, enriching. It was the word beautiful, which I have some concern with because it is signaled that much of the public processes, policy that's manifesting these days in relation to art is leaning towards what you would consider gentrification. Art is and should be a platform for examining society examining ourselves as human beings, challenging ourselves to change as part of our great democratic experiment of, our city democracy. And it's problematic that the priority for public art would be to collect it, pay for managing it, exclusive to the performing arts, and to prioritize its beauty over the function it could serve for society. So this is, I guess, equivalent of a rant from me. The guy who just filled a garbage bag at the parking lot here, including grabbing a handful of human poop to do that. So, city leaders, please take note that you've got a job to do, and you have for years, for decades now. I think you've acknowledged it. I think that we still have yet to acknowledge the idea that a public process is the authentic democratic process to reinvigorating public commons like this, a resource to everybody in the city like this. And that public process is being ignored by the administration at the moment. I'd like to see the city stop flailing for answers and dedicate itself to the hard challenge of funding the fixing up of a building that deserves reinstatement and is reflective of our neglected ethical priorities. So that's me. Bye.